Happy New... Were you going to do the same thing I was going to do? Okay, ready?
Both of us?
I don't know if you want to.
You do it.
Happy New Year! Ha 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 ha. All right, who gets that reference? January 1st, 2025, it is Wednesday, and here we are. It's prop day today. Came up yesterday, finished up the safety wire on the prop extension. Didn't show that. Had some database updates I needed to do on the G3X and the 375 and the 255. So did those, and yeah. So did I even talk about the stuff? Yeah, I talked about that in the last video. The goop on the firewall around the edge. We sealed the edge of that firewall and some of the spots where there's bolts and screws and stuff that go through. But yeah, so we're gonna put the prop on, and we have still our punch list that we need to go through, and we'll see how far we get with that today. Here we go. Making our way through getting this torqued. We finally got these set to 20.15 degrees, and there's another builder, Greg Klabitz, I think is how you say the name. He's building or he built a trike with the IO 340 with this prop. So I got my numbers from him. He initially set it to 20 degrees and said he hasn't had to change it going through phase 1, so he's real happy with that setting. So we're going to go 20, as close as we could get it to 20.15 degrees. So we'll go with that and see what happens when we get flying. That could change depending on our needs. So initially, I just took these bolts to 15 foot-pounds and did it in the star pattern that's depicted in the manual for the prop. So we did that. Did them about an eighth to maybe a quarter, depending on how loose that bolt is. Eighth to a quarter turn at a time. So we didn't get to 15 pounds right off the bat. So it takes several trips through to get that done. So now ultimately we're going to be 30 foot-pounds, so we take it to the next step is 22 and a half. So we're going to go 22 and a half foot-pounds, get this all down, measure the blade angle again, make sure it's staying where it's supposed to be, and then we'll go to 30 foot-pounds on that, check it again, and then we'll take one more pass at 30 just to ensure that they are all tight on there. So yeah, we're just progressing along here. Oh, and the reference to 20 degrees on the prop pitch is we referenced off the front this hub. This is flat here, so we zero referenced off of this for our prop pitch. And it also mentions it in the book here, the IO 340 manuals, to initially set it to 20 degrees on that. But that doesn't really specify which prop though. Just specifies it's a whirlwind prop. And something to keep in mind on this, since we're on a trike, we have a 72-inch prop. If you're flying a tail dragger, you've probably got a 74 or 76-inch prop. So all this stuff I'm doing here, remember this is on a 72-inch prop on an IO 340 with a trike. So yeah, take that with a grain of salt. Got to check the prop track to make sure forward and aft that it's tracking the same. And this is our unscientific work stool method to check the prop track. So I've got that stool sitting there, and I've got it just almost touching. There's probably about 1/10 of an inch less than. So I'll pull this through, see if I can do it without hitting the camera. Very close. Right there. And that's the exact same. So we're tracking, I'm calling it 0.0. I'm tracking on the prop. Well, the prop is on and pitched, And I can't remember if I already said this or not, but we are 20.15 degrees on both blades, and we're plus or minus 0.05 of a degree on that. So I just write that on there, what we have it set at, and yeah, so.
The washer on the behind it. Okay, clear.
Pretty good day today. Nice day, I should say. It was a little bit chilly, but we didn't get any more snow. Still could use some more snow, but we got some. We got some moisture. All right, we are done for what I would consider to be a really good day today. Got the prop put on and pitched and set. And I didn't talk about it, but you just saw us filling the engine with oil. And I went by the advice of Ruben, who's a very highly experienced engine guy. And we took a little can of oil and we squirted some oil. We took the bottom plugs out, squirted some oil in the cylinders. We turned the engine around, hand turned it around so that the cylinder or the piston was bottom dead center. Put a little squirt of oil in there. Did that on each of those. I just kind of hand propped it around just a couple times and caught any drips and stuff that were coming out of there, out of the spark plug holes. And put 8 quarts of Phillips straight mineral 2050 in there for break-in. And then once we did that, left the plugs out and motored the starter a couple times to verify we have oil pressure, and we do. It's showing oil pressure on the gauge in the cockpit. And so that's good. So that's a great step. Really happy to have that part done. And yeah, coming up, we've got tomorrow we're doing mode C transponder certification and a pedostatic test with the avionics shop. They're going to come over and do that. And got a couple other things going on. I might not be able to be up here for too long tomorrow, but we'll see how it all works out. Still need to do the foam around those doors on that trim, and then we also need to re-foam this gap seal, that lower bottom gap seal for the wing. We need to do some foam on there, or actually redo the foam that's on there from when that was riding down. It messed all that up. So we got to take that off and redo that. So we'll see what we can all get done. I'm off tomorrow again and the next day, so hopefully I might be able to get some of that stuff done on those dates. So anyway, Hey everybody, thanks for watching the videos. Hope you all have a good evening, and that's it for now.